Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I am participating in Off the Board, which is a series started by Crystal of Pineapple Papers. Every month, we pick a pen from our Pinterest board and create a scrapbooking layout from it. Now, I have this photo of me with Shamel and Jen Scow from Creativation last year, so 2019 Creativation. I am using this pen from my Kitchen Ideas board. I really liked the stacked tile and the backsplash, so I'm going to try to create something like that with some washi tape. Let's see what I can do. Now I really wanted to take that stacked tile inspiration and just really stack up washi tape. Now I've done this before. I have definitely done the washi tape layers on a plain piece of cardstock. I've had them horizontal like they are here, and I've also done them vertically. But I hadn't ever done it with black and white. And I thought that it would be a cool thing, especially because, I was looking through my Pinterest board, and let's be honest, guys, I don't use my Pinterest board a whole lot. I use it, very, very occasionally. It's not a huge priority for me. My Pinterest board is not. And sometimes you just gotta find something and work with it. So, in full honesty here, this layout, this stacking of the black and white washi tape is definitely something I wanted to do anyway. It's something I think I've said on video I wanted to do. However, I hadn't done it yet, and when I was going through my Pinterest board trying to figure out what the crap I was going to do for this month's Off the Board, I saw the stacked tile and I was like, yes, black and white washi gives me the reason to do it. So there is that. So it wasn't like I was just flipping through my Pinterest board and had this burst of inspiration. The inspiration was already there, and the Pinterest board just kind of like shoved me in the direction to make it happen. Okay, so for stacking the washi, I think the important thing for stacking the washi is to not have too many similar ones. So what I mean by that is you wouldn't put your vertically striped washi and then another washi and then your vertically striped washi right after that. Like, you want to make sure that your patterns are mixed and varying. So you want some to stretch all the way across the page. You want some to only stretch 3/4 of the way across the page. You just want to make sure that you're adding visual interest, because let's face it, this is a lot of black and white, and you just want to make sure that your eye isn't either overwhelmed, which it could be with a lot of washi tape, or that you're just you've got enough interest, okay? And what I decided to do was add in the heart washi tape, because it gave a little tiny pop of color, and I felt that was really important to have on this layout. I didn't want it to be boring, and even though I think the washi tapes are gorgeous, I think that there is a lot of different patterns, and nothing isn't repeating. Like, nothing is like super repeated. I felt like I still needed that little extra pop in my background. So I did that. Also to note with the washi tapes, there are different thicknesses, there are different finishes. Some are shinier than others. I definitely overlapped the washi tapes, and I think that adds interest, okay? It definitely adds some interest, because if you just did washi tape on top of washi tape on top of washi tape, it would kind of look like a pattern paper. But with this, where I have the washi tape layered over top of layers, it doesn't look like a pattern paper. It kind of looks cool. Like, it's almost like art. And I know that might seem very full of myself, calling my scrapbook page art. But I really feel that a way about this particular layout and the way the washi tape was done. I'm like, yes, this is cool. Like, you did something good here, Sandy. Like, you did something good. So I'm completely pleased with this layout and how it turned out. I just think it turned out great. So I'm just adding the little bit of heart washi tape and the color up to the top. Now this glitter washi tape, the white one, is almost like a vinyl-y type. So it has the plastic on the back, which I wasn't able to tear it. And then it also has like this vinyl-y backing to it. So I couldn't really tear it. I had to cut it. So that is the only washi tape that really has a perfectly straight edge to it. All of the other ones are kind of torn. But some of my edges are torn a little bit straighter, so I don't think it's like glaringly obvious that, hey, you have straight edges here and you don't have straight edges elsewhere. So I just wanted to continue bringing in more pattern, bringing in more texture, and just overlapping it. And honestly, guys, I just overlapped until I felt like it was enough. And it's not a specific like design element or design principle or, you know, rules of thirds or rules of whatever. This was totally just what I felt when I looked at it and went, yes, that is done. That is when I was done. I think that is really important to note too. A lot of the times when we are creating our layouts or our cards or our traveler's notebook spreads or whatever we're doing, we might get inside of our heads so much where we're like, okay, I gotta have a triangle, or okay, I gotta have this, or, you know, rules of thirds, or do I have a large cluster, a medium cluster, and a small cluster? Like sometimes, don't worry about that. Like, don't worry about the rules. Don't worry about what should be happening. Don't worry about, you know, the colors that should go together. Don't worry about if you've got, you know, a pop of lime green somewhere and you have it nowhere else on your page. Like, just go with it. If it feels good to you, then do it. And I think that sometimes we get so caught up in the way that we should be scrapbooking that it almost paralyzes us to actually get the scrapbooking done. And that just, and I feel that, I've had it happen, and I'm just like, eh. So, you know what? It's time to like throw those times away and just stop doing what you should do and just do what you want to do. I think a lot of the times we look at other scrapbookers' layouts and you're like, I should be able to do that. Like, I should do that. I should try that. Yeah, try it. Try it. If you like it, go for it. The very like tiny, tight little layers and little ripped edges and shabby chic type things, I think are absolutely gorgeous layouts. Gorgeous layouts. Doesn't turn out that great when I try to do it because I have to work so hard at getting it to look the way I want it to look like. Like it's not something that comes naturally to me, and I don't get joy trying to learn how to do it. There have been techniques that I have had joy in learning how to do, like ink blending. Like my first ink blending things were horrendous. I mean, horrendous. But I enjoyed the process of it, and I enjoyed learning how to do it, so I kept at it, and I think my ink blending is pretty on point now. Like, I wouldn't say it's like expert level or anything like that, but it's pretty cool. So, yeah, so I worked at it because I was enjoying it. But those, like, white layout, shabby chic, I don't enjoy the process of doing it, even though I think it's gorgeous. So I'm not going to do it. Like, why would I torture myself in that way? Like, I can get it to look like it's supposed to, and I just air quote it, even though you guys can't see me, but there's no joy. So I do it my way, and I have the joy, and that's what matters. So I've pulled out these stickers, and it says, let's cheer for the, that's what it's going to end up saying, let's cheer for the. These little tiny thickers, I just love them. I think that they're great. I'm running out of ease on just about every single package of them though, and you know, it's a process. It's like thinking, do I buy another package of them because I have all these other letters and I just need the ease? Like American Crafts, why don't you just sell vowels? Like, you could make so much money. People would buy the thickers and then they would buy the vowels. Like, hello? Although I guess since American Crafts owns every daggone scrapbooking company under the sun these days, they don't need the extra money. But seriously, if you had thickers and the vowels that went with them, like extra letters, oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. Okay, so I have these glitter Fitzgerald ones, and they match the word cheer perfectly. And I had to get creative with what I spelled out because, as you can see, missing a whole lot of these letters. So my title is Let's Cheer for the Crafty Ladies. And I don't know why, like, this is the title I chose. Sometimes I just have really simple titles. Sometimes it's just like pre-made thicker words. Sometimes it's just pre-made stuff, but sometimes I feel like I'm creative and want to come up with a title. And I was really pleased with myself on this title, you guys. Like, I just thought it was great. Like, I was like, yes, Sandy, yes, girl, like, you are amazing. So, I mean, honestly, guys, I just felt like this throughout this entire layout. I was just patting myself on the back the entire time I created this layout because I enjoyed it so much. Now, I did not have any more S's, but I did have an 8. So I just trimmed down the 8 to make an S. And there we go. Perfect S. So it says, let's cheer for the crafty ladies. I do add a little bit of journaling. However, this will also go with many more Creativation layouts from 2018, 19? Was this last year? I don't remember. Not this past year's Creativation, but the year before that. So I guess 2019. I also decided to layer up some more bits, so I pulled out these Vicky Bouton word stickers in black and white, and I'm just placing those around wherever I think they look good. Like, there isn't a rhyme or reason as to why I chose to place the words where I did. I just thought, you know what, it looks good there, and that's where I'm going to put it. I'm not following any design rules, guys. Like, whatever I want to do is what I'm going to do. I pulled in this You Are Super sticker, just basically to give something to that little tab that's up there on the photo mat, just something to kind of layer on top of, because I felt like the tab was very alone. Poor little tab, all alone. And then I went through and I decided to add in some hearts, or those are not hearts, those are stars. And I added this little pink camera too, and I really don't have pink anywhere else on the layout. I have the pink photo mat, and there's pink hearts on that colored washi tape, but I don't really add any pink else. You know what? I'm lying to you. There's pink in the little teeny thickers as well. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, it does work. I was going to use that as an example of I just wanted to put it on there, so I did, and apparently I had more pink on the page than I realized, so ignore me. I do flip through my Chamel sticker book here, and I pull out the yellow and blue stickers because there is yellow in the hearts, and I did use yellow in the letters. So that was a conscious thought of pulling out the blue and yellow stars, because I knew I had blue and yellow in the hearts, so I was going to pull out the blue and yellow in the stars. The pink camera, however, was a completely unconscious decision, and I really didn't even realize it until I was just telling you about it right then and there. So, there you go. Probably more than you ever wanted to know about my thought process for putting together a layout, but there it is. Now, I really don't have a reason as to why I'm putting the stars where I am, other than there's some white space there, and I think it would look cool if something was there. That's really the only reason why I'm doing it. I did decide to pull in these little tile stickers just to put 2019 down. So yes, it was Creativation 2019. And I get those, and they're pretty straight. They're not like ridiculous or anything like that. And then I'm just flipping through to see if there's anything else I want to pull in, and I decide that we need a little bit more stars in our lives, so I go ahead and do that as well. I was thinking about moving the camera down to the bottom, but ultimately I just left it there because I liked it there. And now I'm just going to grab my Muji pen and add a little bit of journaling. So I wrote Joanne's up there on the tab because that is where we met. And then I just say something along the lines of how awesome it was to meet Shamel and Jen Scow. And we had a great time shopping at Joanne's and, talking all the scrappy things. So it was definitely a awesome time together. And, scrappy people are definitely the best people. So there it is, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.